Hello, this is Stephanie and welcome back to another video. This time we're going to learn about syntax. In this video we are going to know about the definition of syntax, the surface and deep structure, syntactic analysis, and tree diagrams. So let's start. So what is syntax? Syntax in English is the arrangement of words and phrases in a specific order. If we change the position of even one word, it's possible to change the meaning of the entire sentence. All languages have rules about which words go where. So it's important to know about the arrangement of words in order to not only write grammatically correct sentences, but as well sentences with the arrangement as needed in syntax. So now let's learn about surface and deep structure. Okay, so we have two sentences. Do you see them? Charlie broke the window and the window was broken by Charlie. While reading the sentences about Charlie, our English knowledge intuition tells us that there must be a hidden similarity between these two superficially different sentences. The first one, as traditional grammar states, is an active sentence, as it focuses on Charlie and what he did. On the other hand, the second one is a passive sentence, as it is focusing on the object, which is the window, and what happened to it. So this is surface structure. Now let's see deep structure. The arrangement of the basic components of the two sentences we just read are noun phrase plus verb plus noun phrase. Let's see how it is arranged in the first one. Charlie, it's the noun phrase. Broke, it's the verb. The window, it's the noun phrase. And on the second one, the window was broken by Charlie. The window is the noun phrase. Was broken, we have the be auxiliary plus verb. And we have by Charlie, which is the noun phrase. As you can see, the words have a different arrangement in both of the sentences. However, the basic components of the sentence stayed the same. Now let's talk about structural ambiguity. When we read the sentence, the girl saw the man with the telescope, it's hard to understand because, or it's confusing, we might say, because this sentence might have two different meanings due to its structural or syntactic ambiguity. The first meaning we could say is that the girl saw the man with the telescope. We could say that she is using a telescope through the one she is able to see the man. While the second meaning, we might understand that the girl is looking at a man that is using a telescope. So this is syntactic ambiguity. So it is the presence of two or more possible meanings within a single sentence or sequence of words. So sequence of words is a very important element because it's more than a word. When we talk about one word ambiguity, we're talking about lexical ambiguity and not syntactic ambiguity. Now it's time to learn about syntactic analysis. In syntactic analysis, we use conventional abbreviations to identify the parts of speech while drawing tree diagrams, which we will see in the next slides. So as you can see, the parts of speech are identified with their abbreviations, article, adjective, and so on. This is a representation how they are identified in a tree diagram. This is the bottom level per se, and this is the way it is abbreviated. So it's important for us to learn how they are abbreviated in order to be able to identify them in a tree diagram. Now, we have phrase structure rules. These are important as they generate order of structure to create phrases and sentences. This type of rules create limitless amounts of phrases and sentences that can be made by using this, let's say, formulas. Now we have the noun phrase. It's made of an article, an adjective, and a noun. The other option it's made up of a pronoun, a noun phrase, and the other option is a proper noun as seen on the examples. Then we have the verb phrase, which is made it rewrites as a verb plus a noun phrase. And here we have the example, helped John. And the prepositional phrase, is important to note that this prepositional phrase is within the verb phrase. And it rewrites as a preposition plus a noun phrase, for example, at the park. Then we have the way a sentence is arranged. So for a sentence, we need a noun phrase plus a verb phrase. Now let's learn about tree diagrams. Tree diagrams create a visual description of hierarchical structures of phrases or sentences. So we have here this example of a sentence, I saw the blue spaceship. So as we already know, in order to make a sentence, we need a noun phrase plus a verb phrase. Let's now identify each part of the sentence. It's the pronoun, which it makes the noun phrase. Then we have saw, which is the verb, the, which is the article, and blue is an adjective, and spaceship, it's a noun. Then these three components make a noun phrase. The verb plus the noun phrase makes the verb phrase, and that's how we get the sentence. This is another example. As you can see, we're using here a pronoun. As always, we're using a noun phrase, the verb, make the verb phrase. So the noun phrase plus the verb phrase makes the sentence. And now it's time for you to practice. So let's go ahead and make a tree diagram for this basic sentence. And I'll give you some time. You can pause the video if you need. Okay, now time is up. Let's go ahead and review your answers. So Scar killed the king. We have Scar, which is a proper noun. This makes a noun phrase. Then we have killed, which is the verb. Then we have an article plus a noun. It makes a noun phrase. So the verb plus the noun phrase makes the verb phrase. Now we have the two components that are able to make a sentence. I hope you got them correctly, and thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.